September, I realized how important you were to me. I thank you from the bottom of my heart for everything you have done for me. I love you. Aaron, thank you for being an awesome brother and helping me realize how wonderful life is no matter who you are. Love your awesome daughter.
Mr. and Mrs. Mike Odero. Dear Dad, thank you for helping me with my homework, taking me to basketball games, and teaching me basketball techniques. You always encouraged me to reach for my goals and taught me never to let what others say affect me. Dear Mom, thank you for taking me to soccer practices, helping me study for tests, and bringing my home to school when I left it at home. You always taught me to have a good attitude when things are hard and to endure through them. Most of all, thank you both for being there for me and loving me. With love, Daniel.
Mr. and Mrs. Kirkview. Dear Mom, thank you for being there for me. You always took time out of your busy schedule to help me out of algebra. I know it was very frustrating for you to work with me and check my homework. I love you. Dear Dad, even though you never helped me like Mom did, you did a lot for me too. You were always available to save your son from getting bumpers. Almost all the teachers know that you're always the one bringing the stuff I forgot at home. And thank you for all the time you put for my sport activities. I love you. Your only son, Jonathan.
Mrs. Eustace Foster. Dear Mom, thank you for always teaching me to persevere and to always do my best in everything. Your encouragement, I've noticed, comes in many different forms and tones of voices. You always do so much for me, and I don't think I can stress how thankful I am. Thank you for being one of my greatest role models in life and teaching me everything I need to know to live a happy life. I also wanted to thank you for being one of my very best friends. One who I can tell everything to, even if I didn't want to. You are like the older sister I never had. Thank you for always being there for me. I love you so much. Dear Daddy, I don't think there is enough time in the world for me to fit in all the thank yous I have for you. From running me to my sports practices and games, to bringing me lunches on late notices, to taking me to the gym and movies every weekend. Also, thank you for being the best soccer coach in the world. Even though I always told you to just let me be during the middle of my game, I was always very grateful for your help. I also want to give a big thank you for caring for me so much. I appreciate you asking me where I am going, even if I was just walking up the stairs. It is always great to know you care about me. Thank you for always being there for me. I love you so much. Your daughter, Shania.
Dear Mommy, we don't have the best kind of relationship, we have our own kind of relationship. Ups and downs are just part of the cycle, and in the end, it doesn't matter how many downs there are. We always end the day with I love you. You taught me when I was little to always make that the last thing we say to anyone we care about, because we may never get another opportunity to say it again. I try to remember that on one of our down days, but it isn't always easy. I don't really tell you very often how much I really do appreciate everything you do for me. It seems easier to put it in a letter than to say it. I really do appreciate everything you do. Your little acts of kindness, like staying up until 3 o'clock to bake cookies for that Christmas party I forgot to tell you about. Those are the kinds of things that tell me you love me, and I appreciate them all so very much. Sometimes it feels like the down days are just one after the other, and I can't fix what you, or I already did, but what I can do is end the day and I love you. Dear Daddy, to boys, you're kind of scary, and I know you like it that way, but to me, you're the one who makes me laugh and listen when I cry. You may be surprised to know that some of my favorite memories with you are just sitting in the car talking. You tease and taunt me, and I guess I love it because it reminds me that you can be serious and inspiring, or playful and loving. We do have our occasional disagreement, but you remember being a teenager well enough to just let me be me. No matter where I go, who I meet, what I do, it's moments like these that I'll carry with me. Your easy forgiveness and numerous second chances let me know that everyone makes mistakes and that when I do, it'll be alright. I'll grow up and move on, but I'll still be Daddy's little girl. And that's what I'll think about when you end the day. I love you. Nick, you're crazy, but I love you to death anyway. Isabella, we have our little fights, but those are what make us true sisters. And Vincent, you're so funny and cute, I can't help thanking God for a wonderful little brother like you. Now I get a chance to end this day with I love you. Love, Alexandra.
Mr. and Mrs. Jaime Mabena. Well guys, I never thought this day would come, but here I am, standing in my cap and gown and about to go to high school. So I want to say thank you to you and my parents. To both of you, Mommy and Daddy, thanks for having me in December because that's the coolest month ever. Thanks for giving me a super smart older sister and a hilarious younger brother. To Mandy and Jaden, you guys are the coolest siblings ever. Mommy, thanks for always double-checking my homework and waking me up early in the morning to fix the tiniest mistake so I get a good grade. For all the treats you come home with when we didn't even ask for it, for constantly reminding me to do my chores, for cooking the world's best fried rice ever, and for always encouraging me that I can do anything. Daddy, thanks for always staying up late to help me with projects that were due the next day, for always being willing to take me back to school when I forgot that one textbook I so desperately needed, for always taking us out to Target, Walmart, Bottom Dollar, and even the Korean market to buy snacks and foods that we probably weren't going to finish. And even thanks for your hour-long lectures to make sure I got the message. And for always reminding me you and Mommy are my biggest cheerleaders and will always be. Mom and Daddy, you guys are the best. You're great. You're the bee's knees. If bees had little tiny knees, that'd be you guys. I love you so much. Thank you for everything. Much love from the coolest sibling and your daughter, Mabel Batabule.
Ms. Cassia Carvalho and Mr. Steve Pacheco. Dear Mom, thank you for life. Thank you for the experience you gave Steven and me in Africa. You let us grow faster than most parents would, and I thank you for that, because that has made me the independent person I am today. Love, Adriana. Dear Papi, thank you for everything. There isn't a day that goes by that I don't want to thank you more and more. You have made Steven and me the great adults we are today. You never try to control the way we think. You let us speak our mind even if it's what might hurt you. You care about us more than you care about yourself. I hope one day you find that right person for you that will be there for you when we can't be. I couldn't have asked for a more understanding father. Don't ever forget how much you mean to me, because I know when someone's in my heart, they're here to stay. Dear Steven, you are so complicated, but I know that no matter what, at the end of the day, you're always going to be there for me. You've helped me get through a lot, and if you weren't by my side during the hard times, I don't know where I would be. Thank you. Love, Adriana.
Mr. and Mrs. Derek Davidson. Dear Mom and Dad, this took a lot of thinking to write, so I hope you enjoy it. This school year has been the definition of a bumpy ride. I'm thanking you for sticking right by my side through it all. Mom, you helped me study my chapters for the Pathfinder Bible experience and came to Nebraska with me to support my team. You helped me stay up late to finish projects and other homework. I'm so surprised that you survived this long with such a K-pop crazed kid, and I will never forget the time you tried to watch a Korean movie with me even though you fell asleep. Dear Dad, thanks for driving me to school every morning. You taught me the importance of clearly talking to people even if I still don't do it well. You always make sure that I am taken care of when I get sick, from asthma to cold medicine that almost always ended up down sick. Thank you, Dad, for not embarrassing me on purpose, unlike Mommy who loves to hug me in public, which I really don't mind. Thank you both for supporting and caring for me even when I acted like I didn't love you and hurt your feelings. By the way, Jude, get ready for my invasion of TA and Marley be good at Beltsville. Thanks for being awesome siblings and parents. Love, Courtney.
Mr. and Mrs. Vladimir Davidos, dear Mom and Dad, Thank you so much for all the food you cooked, all the places you've driven me, all the things you bought me. Thank you for putting up with the really loud music at skate night when I really wanted to go and you really didn't. Thank you for buying pizza occasionally on Fridays. Thank you for letting me go to Beltsville Church when you wanted me to go to your Brazilian church. Thank you for putting up with my last-minuteness when it comes to homework and for driving me to Michael's to get supplies or whatever, once again at the last minute. Thank you for all your love. Love, Suzanne.
Mr. and Mrs. Charles Welsh. Mom, no matter what it took, you made sure that I did not leave the house looking anything but perfect. You were always there, like basketball games and tournaments, no matter what. Whenever I get sick, you would be the angel by my bedside. You made sure you were there, giving me a helping hand whenever I needed you the most. Without you, I would not be able to survive my everyday life. You were always there to make me smile whenever I really didn't want to. You helped me most and told me I was very smart whenever I did not believe it. You would always help me in my studies and keep me going with my schoolwork even though it was tough. You taught me important lessons that I will never forget. You told me that one day I would see God's plan for me. Although I neglect to say it as often as I should, Mom, Dad, and Aaron, I truly and forever will love you. Love, Riley.
Mr. and Mrs. Elias D'Souza. Dear Mom and Dad, I would like to thank you for everything you've done for me, more specifically for waking me up in the morning, even though it seemed impossible. I would also like to thank you for the education you guys gave me, and for signing the bummers I sometimes brought home. But most importantly, I want to thank you for supporting me. I love you both.
Mrs. Adrian Harder. Dear Mom, you've been a great parent to me. Even though sometimes you may feel unappreciated, I really do appreciate everything you do for me. Whether it's playing a game, bringing me things I forgot to bring to school, or as simple as cooking delicious meals. The point is that no matter what you do, you're always doing something for me. I love you. Your son, Matthew.
Mr. and Mrs. Samuel Olenka. Dear Mommy and Daddy, I can't thank you enough for all you've done for me. From taking me to my rehearsals, practices, and lessons to cheering me on at all my games. Without fail, you have made it to all my events, sacrificing your time to be there. Mommy, thanks especially for your fashion role model, and more importantly for teaching me all the tips that you got from Grandma. Daddy, thank you for inspiring me to want to become a lawyer. I've been keeping this a secret from you until this very day to surprise you. I can't wait to make you proud when I win my first big case. Grandma and Grandpa, your wise advice and your love and care is what helped me make it to where I am today. Gracias por todo y te amo mucho. Grandpa Paul and Grandma Ann, thank you for all your support and all your care for me throughout my education. Mina and Justin, I am proud to say that we get along very well, and you've been my greatest support system. I couldn't have asked for better siblings. And thank you to all my awesome aunts and uncles and my cousins, Jerry, Nicholas, Madeline, Marcelina, Lexi, Gilbert, Pease, Marcelito, and Marcella. Thank you for all the impact that you've made on my life. I love you all so very much. Love, Selena.
Dear Mommy, we've both been talking about and planning for this day for the longest time. I can't believe this day is finally here. Words alone cannot describe the amount of love, dedication, and support you've given me the last